Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Blood and Steel. Now, when we left off, we had just taken Nadar Castle, and as you can see, as I was waiting here for Nadar Castle to be automatically garrisoned, we can slightly guess what has actually occurred here. Jarl Harald has turned up and decided to intervene and potentially gain Nadar Castle back rather easily, because I was off at Tyr getting a few more Alephs, because as you can see here, I did actually have 2 die on me in the last siege, so I had to refresh those, get 2 more, and now we have 7 technically, so that's very nice indeed with Marnid. And so we will now go in against Jarl Harald. Now, as you can see, he has actually been in combat with someone else. Now, I'm actually wondering who that was. I am hoping it was the Swadians, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Let's actually take a look. Oh yes, that actually slipped my mind. The fact that we don't actually know what the other factions are actually at war with. Aha, okay. So there isn't an in-depth faction relations report, which is fine. Usually that would hold up quite nicely, but yes, it would have been nice to see, but I'm sure that he was probably fighting Swadians because they are the closest around here, I suppose, apart from the Khergits, maybe? So, yes, okay, well, never mind, enough prattling on. Okay, so now, what I have actually forgotten in the previous 2 episodes, mind you, is to look at the Aleph's stats, and so finally, we are going to be doing that. I do apologize how forgetful I can be, so yes, tell me about yourself, Aleph. Oh my, look at this. Level 70, 100 in strength, 155 HP, that is incredible. And, oh wow, he has 10 in toughness, 500 in crossbows and firearms, of course, and 10 in combat training as well. Each level gives you a 3% chance to get a critical hit, which deals 3 times the normal damage. Well, no wonder they do so much damage, I suppose. Wow, yeah, that is 30% chance, I suppose. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. And I'm not entirely sure why he has looting, but I suppose every little helps, maybe? Yes, I think reflexes may have been quite fun for them, considering it improves movement speed. That would be very nice indeed. It's actually a shame that Alephs don't actually level up. It would be quite cool if you could customize your own, but I suppose maybe in future updates there may be some functionality on that. Who knows? Okay, well, there we are. We have had a look at the Aleph stats now, thank goodness. Oh my, yes, forgetting every time, it's always a good thing. Okay, so, let's now head in and take down Jarl Harald. Because personally, I would like to take him out on the battlefield rather than taking him down while sieging, because to me, sieges in this mod, they're fun, but they're not exactly as fun as the field battles, I like to think anyway. It seems there is a lot more to do in a field battle. So, yeah. That is my reasoning behind it. Let's do it. Okay. So we have 453, and he has 334. He actually has 380 something in his army, but around 50 have been knocked unconscious by some force. Some unknown entity that he was fighting just beforehand. So hopefully we will have luck on our side. Renown value is 46, and whoa, there goes another one of those Sonic the Hedgehog units. I have no idea where they actually even went. Wow, okay. Well, anyway, my forces are actually running away from me at the moment, which is never a good sign, but we will now hold position and potentially get some good vantage. Whoa, okay, that scared me. Good vantage points, I was about to say. Thank you very much, enemy Aleph. You interrupted me and gave me a slight scare there. Now, where are you? They're over the hill here. I'm actually very surprised they were able to get a shot off on us. Huh. Wow, I thought they may be over here because that would give them a clear line of sight, but being over the hill here? That's very impressive. Wow, they're actually bombarding us even now. That is rather strange, I must admit. Because they are over here. Look at this. They are right over here. I'm a little bit skeptical how the Alephs are actually shooting that far, but they are supernatural beings. They are rather powerful, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. Okay, so I am on my warhorse, because obviously, unfortunately, my holy charger has been injured, and the same as my war camel as well. Oh my, okay, so the enemy is already charging in. I think we may want to actually head back a little bit and stay near our Alephs, because as you can see, the enemy Aleph is actually doing quite a bit of damage to our forces. Oh my, this may not be a good maneuver. I was hoping to get on top of this hill before they arrived, or at least charged, but it seems as though they do not have any qualms about immediately charging in. And I think we may want to charge our cavalry in now, if possible. Oh my, ouch. Okay, that hurt. That extremely hurt. No! Let me get away here. Where's my cavalry? I don't actually have any. Wow. Okay, I do. I have 21. Is that it? I have 120 archers. This is unheard of. 120 archers? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's actually not going too badly. As you can see, we're actually doing quite well on the destroying the enemy front. But, wow. Yeah, I'm actually losing my directions right here. I'm unsure where the enemy actually came from. I suppose over here, because that is the highest point. Now, there is an Aleph still here. I would really like to get a kill on this fellow. If... okay. Well, now you have made Craven mad. That is for sure. How dare you? Oh my goodness. All of my horses and mounts are crippled. That is not a good sign whatsoever. I'm actually thinking, should I leave? And... no. I don't need to leave, because I have the Aleph cannon in my hand. So I'll get off my mount as soon as I can, because it will be too slow to be of use at the moment. Hopefully wound treatment will be able to assist us in no time, and we should be able to get back to riding the Holy Charger and the War Camel, of course. Okay, so now let's actually head over here. We'll try and get a good vantage point this time, and hope that they won't actually charge us prematurely. Ah, this is a good vantage point right here. Maybe I can actually get a kill on them right here. No? Oh, I see. There's two projectiles that actually get shot off here. As you can see, one is an arrow-type projectile, and the other one is the actual projectile that the Alephs use. As you can see. See if you can see it. Look, do you see that? That one down there is the Aleph's actual bombardment, and the other one is obviously a shell of some kind, perhaps. As you can see, look at that. See, the one going up near my crosshair, that is not actually the shell that explodes. That is rather amazing. I didn't realize that up until now, and it seems I'm actually doing a lot of damage, which is always a good sign. So I think we'll get our infantry charging in now, if possible. And I will reload and fire off another shot into the enemy's masses. And another one. Take that. Okay, so I don't actually think we want to get our infantry charging all the way in. I just wanted them to defend against the enemy cavalry that was coming in. Oh, wow. But yes, as you could see, I was actually doing a lot of damage with my long-range shots, to cause the text box to actually disappear, because it was so traumatized by the amount of information it was getting. And there we are, we're getting more kills right there. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Maybe I can hit those guys all the way over there. That would be amazing if I could. It would be real... ow. Okay. I suppose that is the risk when you actually use one of these things. So, may have to be a little bit more cautious. Oh, wow. I think I actually hit some people from over here. Look at that. Did I? Yes, I am. Look at that. 12 shot difficulty. That is hilarious. Okay. 12 shot difficulty. Wow. Okay, now that is very, very special weapon indeed. Wow. Okay. Cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. Headshot. 14 shot difficulty. 14.4. Wow. Okay. Well, I suppose I should stop using this now. It's a little bit too powerful. But yes, I think we may actually want to charge in now, with our cavalry at least, and we'll get our infantry going in there as well. But I don't believe we are going to have too many issues in cleaning up the rest of them. Let's try and take this fellow down if possible, though. Thank you very much. And where are you going? How dare you walk past Craven, the Dread Lord? Ah, yes. Okay, so it seems they only have projectile and missile units remaining. So we should be able to take them down with no problems at all. Let's get out the cannon once again. I am going to hit a few of my units, but I think it's worth it. Is it worth it? Probably not. Okay, I will stop now. I'm getting carried away with the power. Yes. Unlimited power! Yes. Okay. Star Wars references everywhere. Okay, well, there we go. 13 enemies remain. And wow, we only lost... What? 10 of our units routed? Now that is very strange indeed. Okay. Not entirely sure why that happened. Maybe some subsidiary unit is currently having morale issues. Oh my goodness. There goes another Sonic the Hedgehog unit. And there we go. 9 renown. Not exactly the most rewarding, but I suppose it's a small price for taking Jarl Harold off the map. And it seems as though he still has 45 units prepared to take us on. But unfortunately for him, we don't have the time, so let's take him down. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't a good shot. Come on. There we go. I notice it veers off to the right a little bit, so you have to compensate for that a little bit. And there we go. I believe that is actually it. Wow. That is... Oh, okay. You're trying to assassinate Craven? How dare you? Okay, never mind. Yes, I don't think that was a very wise idea for him to charge into the middle of us with 7 Alephs right here. One is also piloted by Marned, of course. And I believe that is it. 3 enemies remain. There is actually 1 unit all the way over there. Maybe I can hit him. No? I'm waiting for the feedback on the text log there, but I doubt it, actually. Let's try. Do it! Maybe? Oh. It would be quite awesome if I could, but yes. I don't have any doubts that the weapon is actually powerful enough to shoot across the map, but I think I am a little off with my aim, of course. So, yeah, we'll have to see what we can do at a later time, maybe. When we fight a larger force, I may be able to get some really, really huge kill streaks going on. That would be very nice indeed. And there we are victorious versus Jarl Harold. And yeah, I suppose we will now take as many units as we potentially can. Not entirely sure whether experts and elites are more expensive than the others. Because Merc Cannoneers are a very good unit, but yes, albeit a rather squish unit. They do die quite fast. And whoa, we're getting some nice slave hunters going on here. Slaver Chief, Slave Crusher. Very nice. Okay, so now, considering Mercenary Cavalry evolve into Templar Paragons, I believe, we may want to get some of those. So I think what I'll do actually is get 3 of these and then 1 Dragoon, just to see what the Dragoons go into. Oh, okay, so they don't actually evolve into anything, so I suppose it's very well that we actually found out now, instead of me actually wasting a lot of money and potentially XP on the wrong units. So there we are. At least we have 1. Okay, so that's fine, but I think what we'll do actually is once we get out of the looting screen, I'll actually take a look at the stats of the Dragoon and then compare them with the stats of the Mercenary Cavalry, and we'll see what we can do with that. So yes, we need to level up a few more people here. Yeah, it's quite a few more. Wow, okay. There we go. Okay, so now let's see. Dragoon, let's talk. Level 30, 24 agility, 18 strength, 8 intelligence. Oh, he has a very large amount of crossbow and firearm skill, so he must be a horse archer, maybe. No, he has 1 in horse archery. Ah, that is interesting. Okay, well, let's now see the mercenary cavalry. Ah, okay, so yes, it seems as though these are the non-ranged versions of the dragoons, by the looks of things. As you can see, no firearm skill, and they have an increased amount of strength as well. So that's pretty cool. And there we go. Okay, so we have 446, but only how many are fit? 379 are fit for battle, so yes. I think what I'll do now is I will cut away while I wait here for some time, wait for this particular castle to become garrisoned, and then I will cut back.